Hey guys, it's Yaz here, back with a new tutorial, and today's video is going to be about how to color a grayscale drawing in Photoshop. I've included the grayscale coloring part in case anyone wants to see how I shade, but the gray to color part starts at 1:48 minutes. So yeah, let's get started. I start with blocking in different gray values to differentiate between the clothes and hair and skin and all the other parts of this character. Then I directly start shading according to the light direction I chose. The light here is coming from the right side of the painting. I'm shading with a square brush that I downloaded online set at 80%, and I'm just picking values from the drawing with the eyedropper and trying to build up the shapes. I darkened that part of the jacket because I felt like it was blending too much with the shirt. Just shade your character part by part, and for me I start from the top to bottom. It just helps organize everything and make things seem not too overwhelming to finish, you know? I'm still shading all this under the lines, and now I'm going to add a new layer to add in the details. So I start adding detail to the hair first. I made a new layer for that just to make it easier if I want to erase something or change the contrast of the hair without affecting other parts of the drawing. I continued to shade other parts of the drawing. I selected a softer brush here so the values can blend in together and not look too rough or edgy. So I'm switching back and forth between the above layer for the details and the line art. You can select the line art and add in a brighter value so it can blend in with the skin, for example, in comparison with like those black outlines. I really didn't like how her left eye was looking and kept on leaving that for later, but I decided to fix it now. So I've slowed this down to real time, and we're going to start adding the colors now. First, add a new layer on top of everything and change it to soft light. Next, Command or Control click on the layer with your character so we don't color outside the areas that we want. I've merged everything, by the way, into one layer so it's easier to add colors now. After that, choose the color you want and just start coloring. Make sure you have pen pressure on in your brush settings so when you click harder on your pen, the color will show more depending on the pressure you apply. I'm coloring the skin now, and this looks very messy and weird now, but that's okay, we'll fix that later. I'm trying to find a good color for the shirt. I know that all those white lines on her clothes are going to glow like the ones on her jacket, and I think I'm going to make them orangish. So I'm just going to speed this up. After you're done with the colors, duplicate that soft light layer and set it to hard light with opacity of 14%. And the percentage really depends on what your drawing looks like, but that's what I set it to. Next, I darken the background to make the colors show more. I made a new layer for the highlights, so I paint those in. Then I make another new layer to add in the final details and to just refine things up. Also, it's very important that there's some red color in the skin in your soft light layer because it gives more life to the character since, you know, your skin obviously has red blood under it. I added the glowing ball thing that she's forming between her hands, and I'm trying to find a color that would match that bright orangish yellow color that I already have. So we're basically done here with coloring the character, and the final step is to add a background. I made a very simple one here using a grunge brush and a tree brush pack that I found online. Finally, adjust the levels, contrast, color balance, and photo filter if needed of all the layers, and you can do that by going to Layer in the top menu and then New Adjustment Layer, and then select whatever setting you want. And that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next week.